Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let us begin. Yo, so we're gonna be moving on to, him basically at 12, just like in the last episode, where he's currently training on how to use, well, this world's version of magic, even though he's probably just gonna practice magic from his world, aka back, you know, the world of of Fate or the Nossoverse. As we currently see him training a little bit, basically destroying parts of the Emerald Forest. And probably some of the Grimm are escaping, trying to go yep, I'm not dealing with this shit. And if you're wondering why exactly, well, if you don't remember, Grimm are not just mindless monsters, or at least some of them. And I mean most of them. Most of them are basically a little bit smarter and thinking, yeah, that's a threat, we're just gonna do that later. So yeah, most of the younger Grim are going like, heh, time to beat them, and then say goodbye to their asses. And the older and much more experienced Grim, well, they're currently getting out of there. As we currently see, our boy Osmond watching him, as he would say this. Hmm, you're certainly getting a little bit good with your magic, he would say. As he would say this. Well, yeah. I guess you can say that I guess you can say that I'm sort of a prodigy, he would say. As when he said that, he would say this. Hmm, I guess you can say that, he would say. As he would look towards, Glinda, as Glinda would say this. Are you okay, she would say. As he would say this. Yeah, no damage happened to me or anything of that sort, he would say. As he would look over and see some of his servants also training. More specifically, his new servants. As I as, or at least, Rex would see currently some of his servants training, specifically Oda Nobunaga, Emiya, which, by the way, if you're wondering, wait, that's not Emiya. Yes, I know. I decided to go for his more edgier version because, well, the Archer class is already broken, so why not just, add in the one that's basically just an edgier version of him. Emiya when he's in the oh, god damn it. I'm probably gonna be canceled for this. Anyway, and then we have Valkyrie, which, by the way, she's also one of my favorite servants because she's basically like a 3 in 1, which is also pretty good. And if you're wondering, wait, a 3 in 1? What do you mean by that? You see, she is basically what you call a composite servant, which, by the way, it's some bullshit, by the way. But basically, it's basically a servant that has, that has multiple parts. Or in this case, multiple bodies. Which is, I think they were called, let me just check the actual thing. Okay, I think found their names, or at least on the wiki. So, the dark-haired one, which I originally named Valkyrie Black, or whatever you want to call her, her name is Ortlinda, or at least I think that's the translation. The pink one being Hildur, and finally, the golden one is Thrud, I think. Either way, as while they were training, he would say this. Yeah, and it seems that um, Valkyrie seems to be doing pretty well for herself, or at least themselves, he would say. As he would say this, specifically, yeah, what's his face? Yeah, Osmond, as he would say this. Yes, it's quite the powerful ability of yours. I'm still wondering if it's a semblance or not, he would say. As he would say this. Yeah, me neither. I don't really know if it is a semblance, he would say. Even though, he's obviously sort of lying. Uh, Thinking, because he knows that it's not actually, a type of, semblance at all. Because remember, when they were trying out his, the aura thing, aura, detector, it doesn't really drain his aura every time when he uses that specific, ability, aka summoning his servants. So yeah, they're probably thinking, yeah, that's definitely, or at least not even some sort of semblance at all. Because remember, semblances mean aura, and without aura, they can't use their semblances. Simple? Yes. So, As while Osmond was watching this, he would say this. Maybe we should tell Ironwood about this. And if you're asking, I know, it, you know, Ironwood is not really the bad guy. It's all thanks to, spoilers ahead. It's all thanks to a certain, red hooded. Uh, I'm not being bad on purpose. It's just the writers basically like, haha, take that, making Ironwood just basically insane. It stays to the writers that they decide, yeah, we're just gonna make him a mad motherfucker because originally I think he was supposed to be a good guy. Originally in like the past volumes, and then they decided, oh, why the fuck not make him the bad guy? There's not even a build up to that. It's just like, boop, now you're bad guy. Sorry for that little rant. It's just I'm a bit frustrated there. Anyway, continuing on with this episode, um, as we currently see him still training with them, as Osmond would say this. So, Glinda, how is he doing currently in Signal, he would say. As she would say this. Well, he's actually pretty popular now. I even heard some students talking about, well, his relationship with, Xiaolong and also Ruby, she would say. As he would say this. Oh, you mean the daughters of Taiyang and also, well, Rose. As after saying that, she would say this. Yes. I'm still quite surprised that during her mission she was still injured, she would say. And what do I mean by injury? Well, spoiler, or not really spoiler, in the actual canon, she died. Not even, it's not really a spoiler, but more like actual fact. Like, acknowledged in the game. Not really game, but more like in the series. But either way, in this one, she doesn't really die or basically goes missing. Instead, she just got injured. A little bit injured to the point that she couldn't like become a huntsman anymore. So yeah, as we currently see, him still like, doing some training, as you would say this. Mom, I think I'm gonna rest now. As you would start stretching a little bit, as she would see this. Okay then, wait for a second. Well, that anyway, continue on. As we currently see Rex going like, hey mom, I'm feeling quite tired. As when he said that, she would say this. Oh, let me just tell the bullhead to bring you back home, she would say. As he would say this. Okay, mom, he would say. As he would look at Osmond, as Osmond would say this. Hello there, as he would say this. Um, um, Osmond, he would say, as he would say this. Yes, he would say, as he would say this. You look like you're contemplating something. Did something happen, he would say, as he would say this. Oh, nothing much. I was just thinking about your future, he would say. As he would say this. Oh, I see. Then, as before he can say anything else, you would hear, Master, we're done with our training right now, he would say. As the rest of his servants, including Sigyard and also, Ibuki, basically, arrived there. As he would say this. Very well, just turn into your spirit form, okay? As they would basically understand and would start transforming into, their spirit form. After doing so, he would look towards, Osmond, as Osmond would say this. Anyway, you should probably get to the platform immediately. As you'd say this. Very well, Osmond, he would say. As he would say this. Are you coming with us? As he would say this. Oh, no, no, no. I'll come with you later, he would say. As after saying so, he would say this. Very well then, he would say. And after saying that, he would start leaving to go to, go back to, where the staff basically lives. Or at least most of the staff, which is Glinda, mostly him. AKA, Rex over there. As after they left, he would say this. This is certainly quite the interesting dilemma, he would say. This boy seems to have magic, but how? I thought the gods removed all magic, in this world. Or maybe magic is finally coming back. I wonder, he would say. As we go to a different perspective, we currently see a dark castle. As the castle would be pure darkness itself, as several Grimm would start coming out of coming out of the shadows. As some of them were just like, growling. And some of them are looking for, a good meal right now. As we currently see the camera basically panning out towards the castle, itself, and then closing in on a single figure. As we would currently see her watching something on her, thing. And this thing seems to be some sort of grim. A grim that somewhat resembles a jellyfish. Wait for a second. As this person seems to be a woman with a weird looking, I don't really know how to say it. Her hairstyle is similar to a spider. As she would have pure white skin, almost porcelain. As she would also have several black veins coming from her eyes. As she would be sitting on a throne, as she would say this. This kid is quite peculiar. She would say, as she would start looking through the footage that she had, or at least looking in the weird looking jellyfish grim, as she would see footage of what happened a few years ago, during when Rex was still 8, during the Fistal Festival. Not festival, I meant Mistral Festival, or Fistal, or Mistral, I meant Mistral tournament, where he was fighting against several of the Grimm and summoning out his servants, including Oda Nobunaga. As while she was watching this, she would say this. This boy, he'll be a great pawn, but he's currently with Osmond and that bitch, she would say. Oh well. As she would start getting up from her throne, as she would say this. Very well, Osmond. If you got a weapon, then I'll just have to take it from you. And then have to change his personality, though, she would say. As after saying that, we would pan out and would basically see her full body, which was this. As the woman would be revealed, as she would say this. Rex Good Witch. I'll take you as my own, she would say. After that, we would go back to Rex, as we currently see Rex, sneezing, as he would say this. Is somebody talking about me, he would say. As when he said that, his mother would say this. Talking about what exactly, she would say. As he would say this. Probably nothing, he would say. As she would say this. Well, I'm gonna be finishing up some work. Seriously, all those students that didn't do their project, she would say. As he would say this. Okay, Mom. As she would start leaving, as you would say this. I guess I can do some reading. I mean, soon school's gonna go back. Or at least, Signo's gonna be opening up again. Soon, he would say. As after saying that, he would start reading on a book. Mostly about, the next curriculum. As while he was, reading it, he would get a text message. As after picking up his, scroll, he would see it's from, it would come from a certain girl. AKA Yang and also Ruby. As after seeing the text, he would say, why not, he would say. As after texting back, he would say, so what is it, he would say, or at least text out, as they would say this, both of them. Or at least, a mix of or at least one of them specifically, Yang, as she would say this. Hey, do you want to hang out, tomorrow? I mean, I'm quite bored right now, she would say. Or at least, not really say, but more like text out. As he would say this. Why not? I'm not really so busy right now as well. I mean, I'm just doing some simple studies for the next curriculum for next year, he would say. As she would say this. Ah, I see. You're such a nerd sometimes, she would say. As he would say this. Well, at least I'm not having the worst grades right now. As she would say this. Hey, I'm just a bit, not really interested in class most of the time. I preferred the more fighting part, she would say. As he would say this. You're such a brute, he would say. Or at least text out, as she would say this. That's not really nice for, that's not really nice. As he would say this. Whatever. See you tomorrow, I guess. Or at least text out, as she would say this. Yeah, bye-bye. And also, Ruby wants to see you again. So bye as well. she would say, or at least text out, as you'd say this. Ruby, she's such a kid, he would say. As after, saying that, he would put down his phone as he would say this. Good night, guys, he would say, as after saying goodnight to his servants, he would instantly fall asleep. So yeah, I'm gonna be ending this episode right off here. So yeah, bye bye.